Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So earlier this year, I traveled to the Diamond District in New York City with a small portable vacuum and a metal hook to scrape the sidewalk cracks around all the jewelry repair stores and jewelry shops. Took all that material, I shipped it back here to Colorado. We took it over to my gold panning station. I panned out all the stuff, and if you guys have not seen that video, it was a big success. We found tons of gold and diamonds. I'll link it below if you haven't seen it. So this new genre of treasure hunting is what I like to call sidewalk sniping. It's extremely popular on this channel. Some of my most viewed videos are sidewalk sniping videos, and if you guys want to see a playlist of all of them, I'll link it below. But I'm paying attention to the YouTube algorithm. Obviously, it wants me to make more videos like this. You guys want to see more videos like this. And first of all, thanks to all the new subscribers and everything. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, definitely hit the thumbs up button. So let's head to New York City. We'll bring my little portable vacuum, my metal hook. We'll fill up a bucket. We'll ship it back here. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, everyone, we made it to New York City. It was about a 3-hour flight from Denver. I'm in a hotel here, and right there is Rockefeller Center. So instead of falling asleep and then waking up early in the morning, which I really don't want to do, I think I'm just going to knock the video out tonight. We'll give it another hour. It's about 11 p.m. We'll wait till about midnight. We'll go over there with the vacuum. I have everything packed in my bag here, the vacuum, the hook, the rubber gloves. So anyway, let's get unpacked here. I'm going to grab some coffee and we'll go scrape some sidewalks. Hope you guys enjoy it. Well, there's a lot more people out at this hour than early in the morning, obviously. We're still going to try. The good thing is, if the cops suggest that I leave, at least we'll have another chance tomorrow morning instead of just one shot tomorrow morning, right? This might look familiar to some people. We're getting into the Diamond District right here. This guy's got the right idea. Find anything good? All right, we made it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a left here. And I have a black light in my pocket. Black light can help illuminate some diamonds. So you never know what you'll find. Yeah, the funny thing is, a lot of people in the comments say they're coming out here to do this, and these sidewalk cracks seem like they're pretty stuffed full. So I don't think too many people came out here to do anything. The last time I was here was February, so everything we find today is going to be an accumulation of about 8 months. All right, again, so a lot of people want to know why I can find gold and diamonds in the sidewalks here in the Diamond District of New York City. The reason is these stores, they have jewelry repair people, gold repair people. So imagine someone repairing a gold ring on a grinder and all that dust sticks to the guy's clothes. Well, then he comes outside, it falls off, it ends up in the cracks, and all the gold settles to the bottom and we can recover it. Same thing with gemstones. To do this quickly and efficiently, I'm just going to take my hook, I'm going to scrape a bunch of cracks, and then I'm going to come back with my vacuum and try to get as much as I can. We'll take whatever's in the vacuum, we'll put it in the bucket, and then we'll continue the process until we either have a full bucket or I think we got enough material. So here we go. All right, here's a nice fat crack. Exactly what we want to find in the city. All right, so the first little section of crack that we did, we got a decent amount here. Okay, let's try another spot. So one thing, it's really important that you get down to the very bottom of these cracks, because just like in nature, that's where the gold goes, to the very bottom, because it's so heavy. you see that? I think I just got a dreadlock. This is nasty. Oh, this is so gross. Look at all the heron. This is not recommended. Actually, it is a lot of fun when I get it home and start panning it out. But yeah, see, now I got this crack really nice. You can see all the way down in there. And by the way, there's no expansion joint, grout or anything in here. You can see how far down I cleaned it out. This all filled up naturally with all kinds of stuff. So it's not gonna take much to fill this bucket. We'll go ahead and we'll keep going. What is that? I can see little shiny things everywhere. My black light actually died. Can't tell if that's a diamond or, let's see. I think that might be just a little piece of glass. Those people are like, this guy's crazy. What I'd really like to know is what's down in the sewers. That's where all the years of accumulation is. But for now, we'll stick to the easy stuff. All right, I think we're gonna do one final sweep here in front of the watch repair. There's a lot of big cracks here. All of them are full. There's like screws and stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and get our tools. We'll scrape this stuff up. We'll finish up here and we'll see what we get. Okay guys, it's about 12:30 a.m. I've been out here scraping sidewalks for about an hour, hour and a half. And I got probably a half a bucket full of material. As you can see, it's a little bit over halfway full. A lot of it's actually not very damp. I'm used to this stuff being more damp. If you guys are coming out here to do this, I would suggest bringing a mask, because this is actually very dusty. I guess it hasn't rained in a while. So every other time I've been here, it was all sticky and stuff, but this is like pretty dry, and I've been trying to not breathe it in. So anyway, let's take this stuff back to Colorado and we'll pan it out and see what we get.
All right, we're back, and as you can see here, we have all of our bags shipped back. Actually, I have 3 bags that I recovered on that first night, and the second night I actually went out and I got 3 more bags since I was already there. Figured I would help fund the trip a little bit. If anybody wants a small baggie of this stuff, I will be selling it over on kleshgold.com. I also sell all kinds of actual gold pay dirt and stuff there. But enough about that. We're gonna set this off to the side. We're gonna process this the best way I can. I actually did a little sample of this stuff already just to see if I could process it a little bit more efficiently or a little bit faster using sulfuric acid. That did not go well. It was just a stinky, toxic mess. I did the same thing with sodium hydroxide, trying to break down some of the hair and everything. But I'm not gonna do that. I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna just use regular household bleach and water. We're gonna put it in a bucket, agitate it with a paint mixer. Hopefully that'll help separate the heavies and the light stuff. We can remove the light material, and then we can continue on with the process. So let's get to it. All right, so I went ahead and added an entire 1 gallon of bleach to this water. So everything I've read online about disinfecting like solid stuff would be to submerge it, just let it sit in bleach for at least 10 minutes. So we're just gonna dump everything in here and let it sit for an hour or 2. So I'm just gonna agitate this stuff in this bleach water, and we'll let it sit for a good hour. That way it's as disinfected as it's probably gonna get. The process that I'm doing now is I'm basically just running this paint mixer and filling up this bag with any kind of solid material like this plastic and rubber bands. I think we're almost cleaned out, and it's been at least an hour now. We're gonna strain this stuff through a classifier, get rid of that dirty water. We'll run it through some more bleach water that I have sitting back here just to give it an extra level of disinfection, and then we can start processing it and finding gold and diamonds, hopefully. All right, I see cigarette butts, candy wrappers, and what I'm looking for is jewelry, pieces of jewelry. Trying to be careful, you never know what's in here. If I'm gonna find any big jewelry, this is gonna be it. What's this thing? That's a screw. And we're gonna remove all of the magnetic material with a magnet a little bit later on in the process. I'm gonna put this stuff in a gold pan and we can look at it a little bit closer together. All right, looking down into this stuff, if I take a magnet to it, there's a few obvious things that we don't have to worry about. Any of your valuable jewelry is not gonna be magnetic. So that looks like, I don't know, an Allen key, some staples. There's a nail. Here's that screw again. Another staple. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up all the magnetic material. A lot of magnetic rocks, which is quite interesting. I'm finding pieces of broken glass, some plastic, a lot of rocks, probably little chips of concrete and stuff. I'm not seeing any jewelry this time. Check this out. That looks like a piece of pyrite. Not sure why a piece of fool's gold would be there. All right, I'm not seeing anything else in here interesting or valuable or anything like that. And we still have a lot of material to go through. So we're gonna stop playing around with this. This is trash. Okay, so all the material that was solid, that was floating off when I was cleaning this stuff up, I actually saved it and I decided to pan it out, and I found some interesting stuff here. It's probably gold, silver, copper, brass, mixed together, and it was probably trapped in some of these like fibers and stuff that are in this floaty material. And that's not the only thing I found. I also found this thing here, and it may be an opal. If we have to go to a jeweler at the end of the show, we'll do so. At least that way we'll know what it is, because it may have been caught in the fibers. All right, so as far as all this metallic material, I'm just collecting it up in my snuffer bottle. And we will empty this out and see what we got towards the end of the show. Now at the end of every pan, I'm not gonna be able to collect everything with the snuffer bottle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all this stuff and spray it into a separate pan. And then what we're gonna do later is we're gonna put a bead of mercury in there. The mercury is gonna eat up all the gold, and then we can recover the gold from the mercury. In the comments of the previous video, there were some people asking how difficult is this stuff to pan out compared to like a regular gold pay dirt product. And I would definitely have to say it's a 10 out of 10 because of how fine this gold is. And not only that, but you really don't know what you're looking for when you're doing this. So we've got a little bit of fine gold up in here, just a little bit. I'm gonna grab what I can with a snuffer bottle. And yeah, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Okay, this is the last pan of the floaty material. So I just wanted to show the process. So basically, I just add water and stratify like that, and then pour off the dirty water into this bucket. And you can kind of see the separation of the sediment and the floaty material. All this black organic material, unless there's gold or diamonds or something trapped in it as we wash it off, we're not really losing anything. All the good stuff is gonna be here in the sediment. Then I try to wash everything up to one side of the pan. You can see all that metal material in there. We want to get that all the way up to the top, so we got to keep stratifying. We'll pour this dirty water off once again. I mean, really what we're doing is washing this stuff until all that's left is the good stuff. So now we're left with pretty much only the sediment. At this point, we just tilt it back, and I'm keeping my eyes on it, looking for any obvious gemstones, and they are pretty obvious when you see them. Some of them are extremely small, like the size of a pinhead, and I haven't found any yet, and I'm not expecting to since this is the floaty material, but there could be some trapped in this stuff. All right, almost at the end here. I didn't find any gemstones, but as expected, there's a lot of metallic material here. We'll go ahead and grab that. Now we just have the sediment that's left over. This is the material that we're actually going to be taking about one spoonful at a time, putting it in a gold pan, panning it out. And what is that? I see something red right there. Right there. All right, let's take a closer look here. It's pretty tiny. So I'm pretty sure that's some sort of a gemstone. This pan is pretty full, so it's going to take a while, but we got to take our time with it. So this is the very first pan. We'll just do it together so you can see the process. This stuff has already been rinsed and washed a bunch of times, so we don't have to worry about having very muddy water or anything. So again, just bring everything up to one side. We'll pan it back and see what we find. It shouldn't take very long to find stuff in here. I'm looking for the obvious shininess of a gemstone. The gold jewelry links and pieces, that'll all just stand out very easily. It's the gemstones that's difficult to see. Okay, there's something. We have something up here. Right there. Right here we have something. That is absolutely a gemstone. That is a faceted gemstone. Cubic zirconia or diamond, possibly a moissanite, maybe a white sapphire. All this stuff that we find, I'm gonna try to keep it all organized in this pan here. This was all in the floaty material. I think these are plastic. We'll get rid of that. Right here I see two more. I see one down here. Actually, I see three more. There's one up here too. 1, 2, 3. We're just starting on the first spoonful and already found 3 possible diamonds. There's another diamond or something. All right, and a good amount of metal there. So I'm gonna go through everything twice just because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, see right there, another one. You really have to pay attention to this stuff. All right, so I got a couple more hours of this. I will turn the camera on when I find some more interesting stuff, which will be very soon, I'm sure. All right, so this is scoop number 2. I just turned the camera off and turned it back on, but I think I see a piece of gold jewelry, maybe gold, right here. It looks like a link, a gold link possibly. No, that's plated. I can tell it's plated gold because it has tarnish on it. A tiny little gold link right there. We'll grab that and set it off to the side. I'm expecting to find more of those. Also, if you see anything in the video that I miss, definitely let me know in the comments. There is, you know what this is? Oh, that's awesome. That looks like a piece of like a watch hand. But that's what that is. Oh wow. Is that a big gemstone right there? Yeah, that is. It's another big faceted gemstone. Possible diamond. Awesome. That's a bigger one too. All right, so for all this metal material, I'm just gonna kind of wash it up to the top like this. And then I'll tap it with my hand and then wash it back. And then you can see it kind of consolidates all that gold right at the top. So we're gonna take all of this material, we're just gonna go ahead and classify it down to about a 1/16 of an inch through a kitchen strainer from the dollar store, just to get rid of all these bigger pebbles that are causing me a problem here. Dollar store kitchen strainer. This is just gonna make the panning process a whole bunch easier. Oh wow, is that a pearl? Are you kidding me? Right there. Like, I don't know how to tell if it's a real pearl or not. Look at that. You know, we're gonna have to go to a jeweler to make sure. So don't worry, we'll get a value and authentication on all this stuff, because I don't know the first thing about pearls. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, no way, dude. There's a piece of a gold chain right there. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. Oh, this is awesome. What is this thing? It's like a piece of solder. It might have silver in it. All right, so here's where the magnet is gonna come in handy. It's gonna remove all those magnetic metals that are not valuable. And that'll save us a lot of time. I'm gonna look carefully through this stuff just to make sure There's no like, gold chains attached to a clasp or something like that. I'm not seeing anything good. Mostly staples, actually. All right, that is trash. Here's something. Is that on camera? Another little gold chain, not magnetic. So that's possibly a little piece of gold. Oh, there's a pink gemstone. That's like a reddish, purplish gemstone right there. Absolutely, maybe a ruby. Like a perfect glass bead right there. Don't know if that's anything, but we'll hold on to it. Another chain link right there. There's something gold, maybe a part of a watch or something. Oh wow, is that a big gemstone? Look at this. Let me spin this around right here at my finger. Let me zoom in. I'll get it centered on camera for you. Right there. If it's a diamond, it's a big one. It's definitely a faceted gemstone. That's pretty big. I don't know if it's like a half carat or something, but that's a big diamond. Compared to the other diamonds I've found doing this, this is one of the bigger ones. Wow. Oh, what is that? Is that another one? Oh, I think it's one of those square princess cut, I think it is, diamonds or cubic zirconia. In the last video I found a bunch of these, and unfortunately every one was a cubic zirconia, the square ones. All right, that's a keeper though. Another one of those square cut ones. Oh, there we go. This is another red one, probably a ruby. Here's a little piece of metal, not magnetic, possibly silver. Awesome, we did pretty good. Here's what we got so far. All right, so here we have like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 diamonds, possibly. Probably some cubic zirconia. Here we have those little red gems. One of them's darker than the other. This one's like a lighter pinkish color, and this one here is more red. Here's that little black one. There's that possible opal, some links, gold links, piece of a gold chain. So far, so good. All right, now it should be a lot easier to pan out because we have no big rocks to worry about. So I did about 10 more spoonfuls, but I didn't clean anything out. I just kept concentrating it down, rinsing it off, concentrating it down. And I'm starting to get to the point where diamonds and stuff are just starting to come down. So right here, there is probably a little diamond right there. We'll do a count. This is number 1. Here's another one. These are pretty tiny. I just tapped it and a bunch of diamonds just started dancing up to the top. Look at that. I think this is number 3. Wow, that's a bigger one. Number 4. Here's number 5. Number 6. 7. That's a shiny one. Number 8. Let me tap it again. Maybe we can get some more diamonds to jump up here. Yep, gold and diamond. I think this is number 9. There's at least 2 more in here that I can see. 10. That's a big one. 11. 12. 13 over here. 14. 15. All right, so I counted 15 diamonds, plus we probably have at least 2 or 3 grams of metals here, most of which is very likely gold, and we're gonna try to recover that. This is the first time I've seen one of these. Hopefully it's gonna show up on camera. Right there's a little tiny, like yellowish green gemstone, right at the tip of the tweezers there. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, I got it. It's like a greenish yellow diamond, possibly. Cool. And I think I see a big diamond right there. Yep. So I'm here at the very end, and I just kind of like kicked it back to see what was in there hiding. And here's a little gold ball. Here is a I think it might be a sapphire or a blue diamond. And there's a couple more gemstones in here as well. One here, there's one right here, I think. So 1, 2, 3. I really don't want to be putting nitric acid on these. I don't know if it's going to affect them or not, but yeah, I'm glad I saw these. So let's take that out. All right, let's empty the snuffer bottle. The last time I did this, in that video I recovered, I think it was 10 grams, and this feels about the same. Here's a closer look down into the metal. Another gemstone there. That's like a little piece of jewelry there, probably silver. All right, I think we got most of our gemstones out of there. All right, so I'm just gonna move all this metal into a beaker. Now we're gonna add a little bit of mercury. I'm gonna use some fresh mercury, that way I know for sure there's no gold already in it, so we get a more accurate weight later. All right, here you can see our mercury is not completely liquid. It's kind of like gummy. So we're gonna filter this stuff off, and everything left behind, we're gonna hit it with some nitric acid, and that's gonna leave the gold behind. The mercury coming through this paper towel is nice and clean. All right, so we're outside in a well-ventilated area. This is the mercury amalgam and some dirt and stuff. We're gonna set this on a hot plate. We'll put it on a low setting here at like 2. We'll add some nitric, and that's it. Now we get out of here. That's toxic fumes right there. Okay, so I decided to go ahead and just refine the gold. So right here is the Aqua Regia. The gold is in solution right now. All right, now I'm just gonna drop this gold out of solution with some sodium metabisulfite. That brown powder you can see at the bottom, that is gold precipitated out of the Aqua Regia. So unfortunately, during the refining process, my beaker broke. Most of the liquid leaked out. I was still able to recover some of the gold. That mud at the bottom there is actually gold, but this is probably only half. So unfortunately, we're not going to get an exact weight for the gold. So that really sucks, but it is what it is. All right, so once we crack the glass off of this, that'll be 24 karat purity gold, and we can get a weight on at least what we were able to recover. So you can see there's some glass on there. That's just borax from the smelting process. So all I do is I put it in this little metal cup and I smash it with a hammer a couple times. All that does is break the glass off of the gold, as you can see. There's a few more smaller pieces in there as well. That's actually a really nice size piece for how much we actually lost. Let's see what it weighs. Yeah, about 2.9 grams, almost 3 grams. I would not doubt that there's at least 6 grams because we lost more than half of it at least. So I'm really happy with that. I'm not happy that my beaker broke. I threw it away already. Next time I guess I'll be more careful, but that's okay. We still have some diamonds and gemstones to test and look at. So we are going to head over to the jeweler to check out the deal with that pearl, possibly, that blue stone right there. I think it might be a sapphire, and that opal right there, or maybe plastic. I don't know, but we're going to find out. So this diamond tester, it tests for diamonds, moissanite, sapphires, and it'll let you know if you're getting a false reading on metal there. It has a little diamond test block. So all we have to do is grab one gem at a time. Green means diamond. Awesome, so that's one diamond so far. And I put that blue gemstone in here. Let's test it and see what it is. Oh wow, nothing. Alright, so we're not getting anything on this blue gemstone. Another one I wanted to test on camera here was this big looking diamond. Let's see if it's real or not. Ah, darn it. That's a cubic zirconia too. Yeah, no reading. That would have been too good. Alright, it is what it is. That's a diamond. A little bit smaller. Little tiny thing. That's another diamond. Cool. These little tiny ones are really hard to test. That's a diamond. Alright, let's count them up. The top row is real diamonds. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18 genuine diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 18 cubic zirconia. So that is pretty surprising. That and we also didn't get any moissanite at all. This little tiny yellow one here, I'm not sure what that is. We'll have the jeweler look at this. He's going to look at this opal looking thing and also this pearl here. And also, I forgot to weigh up this gold right here, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, our total gold weight, 3.18. So as far as the value for the diamonds, I'm going to link my last video right here, and you guys can, I do a full explanation on the value of small diamonds like this. And so yeah, I guess we'll finish the video up over at the jeweler and see what he has to say about these stones right here and this pearl. Alright, that jeweler said that they have no way to test for opal, and they have no way to test for pearl, so we're going to have to try a different place. Alright, we're at the second jeweler here, and this guy says that he thinks that by the color of that opal, what do you think, man?
It looks a lot like it's natural.
Okay, that's good to know. Alright, and he also said he doesn't have a way to test the pearl or anything like that. The small blue stone may be a topaz. So, okay, thanks a lot, man. Alright, I can't record for very long because of the music in the background, but I went to a third jeweler. She thinks one of the little red ones may be a tourmaline. She thinks that the opal is genuine as well. She thinks the blue one is probably a topaz as well, and she has no way to test the pearl.
So this one is like cultured pearl, so that is a real pearl, you know, but it's cultured, so
it's grown.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's grown in an oyster in a farm. So this one is blue topaz that looks real. I'm not sure about this stone. This probably needs to be polished because at the top it's not kind of really. Seems like it's scratched.
Yeah, it was in the Sidewalks.
And this one I really can't tell.
Right.
But maybe a yellow diamond. So it can be tourmaline also, pink tourmaline. You know, if it's not a sapphire, you know.
Man, thanks so much for that information.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, if you learned something, if you thought it was fun or educational, please consider hitting the like button and even subscribing. If you like this kind of stuff, I have a whole playlist of sidewalk sniping videos. I also do all sorts of treasure hunting all around the world, gold prospecting and metal detecting and you name it, looking for crystals and all kinds of stuff on this channel. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, definitely consider subscribing. And also, if I missed anything in today's video, feel free to leave a comment and let me know what I did wrong or what I forgot, or if you just have some input on this video, it's much appreciated. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know. And I think that's enough time of yours I've taken for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.
So I just wanted to take one more look at this stuff before I ended the video. We have found out that this blue one is very likely a blue topaz. This is probably a genuine opal. These reddish ones and pink ones, probably tourmaline. He also said they could be ruby or garnet, and they're pretty small, not very valuable, but definitely cool to find. So you might be thinking this isn't really worth it, all the work that has to go into it and the time spent and all that stuff. But to me, it really is worth it. I enjoy doing it. The video itself generates revenue. It's not really about the treasure itself. It's about going out and doing it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're still here, you're one of the 42% that haven't left. So thanks so much. And also big thanks to all my Major Credit Patreon supporters and channel members scrolling right there. And also, if you enjoyed this video, you're really gonna like the other ones linked here. So definitely check those out, and I'll see you guys on the next video.